Hey guys, it's Leah. So today I'm going to be doing a very different video for my channel as it's going to be a story time. So I've wanted to do this video for a really long time and you guys have really requested it. So today I'm going to be talking to you about my ghost experiences. So I just want to make a quick disclaimer before I get started, and that is that this is not exaggerated at all. All of these things are true, they're not made up, and these things that happened may creep you out a little bit because I know that I get creeped out when I talk about them. So that is the disclaimer. Also, I made sure that I wrote down every single detail of what happened in this book so that I don't miss anything out. So without further ado, let's get started. So all of this took place in a little area of Devon called East Prawle, as I was on holiday for a week, I think, with my mum, my dad, my sister, Nana, granddad and their dog. So there was quite a few of us there. And it was a really nice little house, it was a really nice place. It didn't look old or anything, so you wouldn't really expect it to be haunted or have ghosts or anything creepy like that. It just looked like an ordinary little holiday house. But there were actually 4 things that happened to do with this ghost experience. And it wasn't just me that witnessed it, it was me, my mum and my nana. So that kind of proves to you that it wasn't just like, you know, me seeing things. There definitely was something wrong with that place. So the first thing that happened was with my nana, and all of us had gone out for a dog walk apart from my nana. She decided to stay back at the home because, I don't know, I guess she just didn't want to come. So she was sitting in the lounge, and the lounge that was there is like a normal little lounge. So the sofa is here, and then on the other side of the wall is like this frosted glass. So you can see through the glass onto the stairs. And she was sitting there on her own on the sofa, probably just watching TV. And she saw someone through that glass going up the stairs. There was nobody else in the house apart from her. As I said, we'd all gone out for a dog walk and she saw someone through that glass clearly walking up the stairs. I don't even know. That is just, I don't know what I would have done because I would have been so scared because there was no one else in the house at the time. But someone had clearly just walking up the stairs. Now, I don't know if she went to go and investigate or anything because they didn't want to tell us these things till after the holiday because they didn't want to scare us. So I don't actually know if anything else happened. But they told us these few things, and obviously there was my own experience. So the second story was with my mum, and it's a very similar to the one with my nana. So basically, we were sitting in the dining room this time, and it was just me and my mum, and we were like drawing or something because this was actually about 4 or 5 years ago. So I was a lot younger, so it probably did scare me a little bit more than maybe it would have done now, but it still really creeps me out. So yeah, me and my mum were sitting in the dining room drawing or something, and she looked over into the kitchen as there was a little hatch so you could see into the kitchen. And she again saw someone walk past there, yet there was no one in there. This house just had that feeling where you have to look behind you because you think there's someone behind you, but you turn around and there is no one there. That is basically one of them things. She turned because she felt someone was there. She looked through and she did see someone walk past, but there was no one in there. So again, it had to be something like a ghost. Oh, I don't know. I'm just probably going to keep repeating myself in this because it's just playing with my brain. It's really creepy. So the third one is actually my story time when I actually saw the ghost myself. So I was upstairs just listening to some music in mine and my sister's little bedroom while we were there, and I think I was in a little bit of a strop or something because I was sitting on my own listening to some music, and I never do that. I'd probably been up there for quite a while, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go and see what's happening. I knew my dad was in his room just looking out the window with some binoculars because there was a little field with some sheep in front of our little house and things like that. So he was just looking out the window. So if you walk out of the room, straight ahead, and then if you turn to the left, there is the bathroom. But it's like right in front of you. As I walked out, I saw someone walking into the bathroom. Oh my god, it just creeps me out so much. I saw somebody walking into the bathroom, but there was no one there. I know there wasn't. I even went down and asked because I remember the person that walked into the bathroom. It was a tall, older man with a grey striped polo shirt on. I mean, I went down and asked if any of either my granddad or my dad was wearing a grey striped polo top, and none of them were. And the fact that it's grey, kind of, I don't know, it was like different shades of grey and white, just, oh my god, it just makes you think that it was a ghost because it was grey. It was so spooky, and I was so creeped out because there was nobody there, but I clearly saw someone walk into the bathroom, and I don't know if the door moved. I think the door must have been open. I don't know if they like floated straight through that door, but oh, they like walked around the door and into the bathroom. Oh, I don't know, but I went down and asked and no one was wearing it. So again, who else could it have been other than a ghost? The final one is a very, very mysterious one. So once again, we were all out on a walk apart from my nana. She was just sitting on her own in the lounge, probably watching TV again. She went upstairs to go to the toilet, I guess, or I don't know. She just went upstairs for something. And this is so creepy. The loft had opened. There was a gap in the loft that had opened, and no one was there to open it. This might sound really bad, but she told us that she sat there downstairs with a knife in her hand, just in case there was someone that had come in and burgled, or there was someone else in the house. She sat there with a knife. That's how scared she was, and that's how creepy that place was. Later on that night, when we'd all got back, my dad and my granddad actually went up to kind of investigate. They went to push the loft, but it was super heavy. So I don't know, because I think they rang the people that owned the place and asked, and they were like, oh, it's just the wind. But no, it was really heavy, they said, and they said the wind could not have lifted that up. So they actually, I don't know, they had a look up there and there was nothing they could see. So yeah, the loft had opened itself, or by the ghost. Oh, it was so creepy. And since then, my nana and granddad have gone back to that place because it was a really nice place. But they've invited us and I just can't, because I'm so scared to go back because I've never had anything like that before. But the fact that so many different things happen there, it kind of reassures you, yeah, there has to be something wrong there. In fact, I actually asked my granddad if he could ring up the people there and asked if anything was there, and he asked them and they said they'd never known of anyone dying in there, or they'd never had anyone else ringing and asking about it, or they'd never seen anything. So I don't know if it was just our family, if we'd let some weird creepy ghost in, or what happened, but there was definitely something wrong with that place. So that is the end of my story time video. I really hope you enjoyed it and I didn't creep you out too much. This is a very different video for my channel and I'd love to do more videos like this in the future, but right now I can't think of anything else I could talk to you about. So if there's anything you're interested to hear about, or there's something specific, and I'll tell you if I've had any experiences with that, then just let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.